Hello students. Okay, this is example for question 4, right? So the question asks to solve by factorization, right? And they use the word solve. That means we are supposed to find the value of x, right? Now, to solve for x for a quadratic equation, right? Actually, there is 3 ways. You can use completing square, you can use factorization, or the third method, you can use formula. Okay, so we are using factorization for this because they ask us to use factorization. Okay, let's look at the first question. Now we have 3x squared minus 8x plus 4 equals 0, right? So this is an equation, right? If we don't have equal sign, we will normally say it's an expression, but this is an equation. Okay, now you have to recognize the ABC of the quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. This is the general formula for quadratic equation written in the ABC form. Okay, so for factorization, first we look at A. A is 3, right? 3x squared, and we need to split it into the factors, right? 3x squared, I will split it into 1x and 3x, right? Is there any other way to split it, right? Because you need to split it into integers, no decimal, no fraction, right? Preferably integers, positive or negative. So we can only do 1 and 3, right? 1 and 3. Okay. Then you look at the C term. C is just a number without x. In this case is 4. And you need to split 4 into the factors. What are the factors of 4? Right? 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. So you need to try, right? You can put try 1 and 4. And when you multiply 3x times 1, you get 3x. 1x times 4, you get 4x. 3 and 4 are not able to get negative 8, right? You need to get 8 here, right? That means the difference must be 8. Okay, so let's try swapping it. How about 4 and 1? 3 times 4 is 12. This is 1. 12 and 1 can't really get 8, right? The difference will not be 8. Okay, so maybe it's not 4 and 1. Let's try 2. 2 and 2. Okay, 3 times 2, you get 6. 1 times 2, you get 2. 6 and 2, I can get 8. Right? 6 and 2, I can get 8. So these are the correct numbers. Okay, so you draw another line like this. Okay, so when you multiply this, you will get 6x, right? You multiply down, you get 2x, and you want to get negative 8 because you must get the exact same term as negative 8x. So in order to get negative 8x, this should be negative and this should be negative. So when I add the two together, I'll get negative 8x. If this is negative, that means this should be negative, and this also should be negative, right? And when you multiply negative 2 times negative 2, I will get 4, which is my C. Okay, when you cross multiply like this and add up, total up, I should get B, which is negative 8. Okay, so as long as you get the B and the C exactly the same, that means this is our answer. Okay, so answer is 1x minus 2, so x minus 2 times the other bracket will be 3x minus 2 and equals to 0, right? You can do an expansion. That means you can try to expand it again, right? This times this, this times this, this times this, this times this, and simplify, and you will get back exactly the same equation, right? You can try it. Okay, now so once you get two bracket like this is in our factor form. You can solve it. First bracket equals to 0, so x equals to 2, this is one answer. Second bracket equals to 0, and this is our second answer. 3x equals to 2, x equals to 2 over 3, second answer. Okay, so this is our two answer. Okay, let's look at B. This is A. Okay, let's look at B. Now, B, you have a negative A, right? So normally you can factorize with negative A, but it would be easier if we change it to positive, right? It's easier if you change it to positive. So this is an equation. It's very easy. If I want to change negative 2 into positive, I simply multiply everything with negative 1, left side and right side. So if I multiply everything with negative 1, this one will give me 2x squared, this one will give me 9x, this one will give me plus 4. 0 multiply anything is always 0. Right? Why am I doing this? Because it's easier to deal with A that is positive. Okay? Then you apply the method. Look at A, split it into the factors. Only integers, no decimal, no fraction. 2x, I split the x equally, and it's only 2, so it has to be 1 and 2, right? There's no other combination. Look at the C. 4, again the combination is 1 4 or 2 2. Okay, so this is more like trial and error. You have to try. Okay, we are trying to get 9. So if it's 1 4, I get 2 times 1 2, 4 2. I can't get 9. Let's swap. What about 4 and 1? Okay, 4 times 2, 8, 1 and 1, 8 and 1, definitely I can get 9. So this is the combination. Okay, if I cross multiply 2x, 4, 8x, this one I will get x, right? And I need to get negative 9x here, which means this one have to be negative 8, this one is negative 1, which means this one has to be negative 4, and this one have to negative 1. Negative 4, negative 1, if I multiply, I will get 4, which is correct. You see, my C is positive 4, correct. If I total up this, I get negative 9, which is my B is correct. That means this is my answer. In factorized form is x minus 4, 2x minus 1 equals 0, right? And to get x, first bracket equals 0, x equals to 4, then second bracket equals 0, x equals to 1 over 2. These are my two answers. So factorization is more like you need to try, like trial and error, okay, to get the correct factors so that you can solve for x.